Once upon a time, in the quaint coastal village of Moonfleet, nestled between towering cliffs and the endless expanse of the sea, there lived a young boy named John Trenchard. John was an orphan, taken in by the kindly Mrs. Arnold, who ran the local inn, the Why Not? Moonfleet was a place steeped in legend and mystery. Its name was said to have come from the smugglers who once roamed its shores, hiding their treasures under the glow of the moon. The villagers whispered tales of hidden caves and secret passages, where smugglers would stash their contraband away from prying eyes. John grew up hearing these stories, his imagination ignited by the tales of adventure and hidden riches. He often spent his days exploring the rugged cliffs and rocky beaches, searching for clues to the village's secret past. One day, while wandering along the shore, John stumbled upon a hidden cave, concealed by overgrown foliage. Intrigued, he ventured inside, his heart pounding with excitement. In the dim light of his lantern, he discovered a hidden chamber filled with crates of contraband, relics of Moonfleet's smuggling days. But John's discovery did not go unnoticed. As he explored deeper into the cave, he heard voices echoing through the darkness. Fearing discovery, he quickly retreated, vowing to return and unravel the secrets of Moonfleet. Word of John's discovery spread through the village like wildfire, sparking fear and excitement in equal measure. Some saw him as a hero, others as a threat to their way of life. But John was undeterred, driven by a thirst for adventure and the promise of uncovering the truth. With the help of a few trusted friends, John began to unravel the mysteries of Moonfleet, piecing together clues from old maps and forgotten tales. Together, they explored hidden passages and ancient ruins, facing danger at every turn. But their quest was not without its challenges. The smugglers who once ruled Moonfleet were still lurking in the shadows, determined to protect their secrets at any cost. John and his friends found themselves locked in a deadly game of cat and mouse, as they raced to uncover the truth before it was too late. As they delved deeper into the heart of Moonfleet, John discovered that his own past was intertwined with the village's dark history. His parents had been members of the infamous smuggling gang, their fate shrouded in mystery. Determined to uncover the truth, John pressed on, facing danger and betrayal at every turn. Along the way, he forged unlikely alliances and discovered hidden strengths within himself. With each challenge he overcame, John grew closer to unraveling the secrets of Moonfleet. Finally, after countless trials and tribulations, John stood on the brink of discovery. With the help of his friends, he uncovered the location of the legendary Moonstone, a priceless jewel said to hold the key to Moonfleet's past. But their victory was short-lived. The smugglers, determined to protect their secrets, launched a daring raid on the village, throwing Moonfleet into chaos. In the midst of the chaos, John and his friends raced to reach the Moonstone first, their lives hanging in the balance. In a thrilling climax, John confronted the leader of the smugglers in a desperate bid to claim the Moonstone. With courage and determination, he faced his fears and emerged victorious, uncovering the truth behind Moonfleet's dark past. As the sun rose over the tranquil village of Moonfleet, John stood triumphant, the moonstone clutched in his hand. With the secrets of the past finally laid bare, the villagers looked to the future with hope and optimism, knowing that their home would forever be free from the shadows of its past. And as for John, his adventure was only just beginning, as he set sail for new horizons, ready to chart his own course in the world beyond Moonfleet. As the dawn painted the sky with hues of pink and gold, the villagers of Moonfleet gathered around John, their faces filled with gratitude and admiration. They hailed him as a hero, a brave soul who had risked everything to uncover the truth and secure their future. With the moonstone in his possession, John became a symbol of hope and courage in Moonfleet. The villagers celebrated their newfound freedom, knowing that the shadow of the smugglers had been lifted once and for all. But amidst the jubilation, John couldn't shake the feeling of unease that lingered in the air. He knew that the smugglers would not give up so easily, and that danger still lurked in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to strike. Determined to protect his home and his newfound friends, John vowed to remain vigilant. With the help of Mrs. Arnold and his loyal companions, he established a neighborhood watch, keeping a close eye on the cliffs and coastline, ready to fend off any threats that dared to approach Moonfleet. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, as life in Moonfleet returned to normalcy. But John knew that peace was fragile, and that danger could come from unexpected quarters. He kept a watchful eye on the horizon, knowing that the tranquility of Moonfleet could be shattered in an instant. As the seasons changed and the years passed, John grew into a strong and capable young man, respected by all who knew him. But deep down, he never forgot the lessons he had learned during his adventure in Moonfleet: the importance of courage, friendship, and the enduring power of hope. And though the shadows of the past still lingered in the corners of his mind, John knew that he had faced his fears and emerged stronger for it. With each passing day, he looked to the future with optimism, knowing that whatever challenges lay ahead, he would face them head-on, just as he had done in the village of Moonfleet. And so, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the stars twinkled overhead, John stood on the cliffs overlooking the sea, his heart filled with gratitude for the village that had become his home. For in the end, it was not the treasure he had found or the secrets he had uncovered that mattered most, but the bonds of friendship and the sense of belonging that had made Moonfleet truly special. As the years went by, Moonfleet prospered under John's watchful eye. The village, once shrouded in mystery, now became a beacon of peace and prosperity along the coast. Trade flourished, and travelers from far and wide were drawn to its shores, eager to hear tales of its storied past and bask in its tranquil beauty. John himself became a pillar of the community, respected not only for his bravery but also for his kindness and compassion. He took on the role of a mentor to the younger generation, imparting wisdom gleaned from his own adventures and instilling in them the values of honesty, integrity, and perseverance. But despite the tranquility of the present, John never forgot the lessons of the past. He remained vigilant, ever watchful for any signs of trouble on the horizon. The memory of the smugglers who had once plagued Moonfleet served as a constant reminder that darkness could always return if left unchecked. Yet, even as he remained vigilant, John found solace in the simple joys of everyday life in Moonfleet. He cherished the laughter of children playing on the beach, the warmth of the sun on his face, and the comforting embrace of the sea breeze. In those moments, he found peace, knowing that no matter what challenges lay ahead, he would face them together with the people he held dear. And so, as the sun set on another day in Moonfleet, John stood once again on the cliffs overlooking the sea, a smile playing on his lips. The stars twinkled overhead, casting their gentle glow upon the village below. And as he gazed out at the endless expanse of the ocean, John felt a sense of gratitude wash over him. Gratitude for the village that had welcomed him with open arms. Gratitude for the friends who had stood by his side. And gratitude for the countless adventures that still lay ahead, waiting to be discovered in the world beyond Moonfleet. As the seasons changed and time marched forward, John continued to lead a life of purpose and fulfillment in Moonfleet. The village flourished under his stewardship, becoming a bustling hub of activity and a haven of peace along the rugged coastline. With each passing year, John's bond with the villagers grew stronger. He became not just a leader, but a friend and confidant to many, always ready with a listening ear and a helping hand. Whether it was assisting with repairs to a fisherman's boat or lending a sympathetic shoulder to a neighbor in need, John's generosity and compassion knew no bounds. But even amidst the tranquility of Moonfleet, whispers of the outside world began to reach John's ears. Tales of distant lands and exotic adventures stirred his restless spirit, igniting a longing for new horizons and undiscovered treasures. Driven by a sense of wanderlust, John felt the call of the sea beckoning him once more. With a heavy heart and fond farewells, he bid farewell to the village that had been his home for so long, setting sail on a new journey into the unknown. As his ship cut through the waves, John found himself filled with a sense of excitement and anticipation. The world stretched out before him like a vast canvas waiting to be explored, its wonders and mysteries waiting to be uncovered. And so, with the wind at his back and the stars as his guide, John sailed off into the sunset, ready to chart a course for adventure wherever it may lead. For though he may have left Moonfleet behind, its spirit would forever dwell in his heart, guiding him on his quest for new discoveries and untold tales. John's journey took him to distant lands, where he encountered cultures and landscapes unlike anything he had ever seen before. From bustling marketplaces teeming with exotic spices and colorful fabrics to remote islands shrouded in mist and mystery, each new destination brought with it a sense of wonder and excitement. Along the way, John made new friends and allies, learning from their wisdom and sharing in their adventures. Together, they traversed treacherous jungles, braved stormy seas, and faced formidable foes, their bonds forged in the crucible of adventure and adversity. But amidst the thrill of discovery, John never forgot the lessons he had learned in Moonfleet. The importance of loyalty, courage, and the enduring power of community. No matter where his travels took him, the spirit of the village lived on in his heart, guiding him through the darkest of nights and the fiercest of storms. As the years went by, John's travels took him to the far corners of the earth, each new adventure more exhilarating than the last. Yet, no matter how far he roamed, there was always a part of him that longed for the simple joys of home. The sound of the waves crashing against the shore, the laughter of children playing in the streets, the warmth of a cozy fire on a chilly evening. And so, after many years of wandering, John's journey eventually led him back to the shores of Moonfleet, where he was welcomed with open arms by the villagers who had never forgotten the brave young boy who had once saved their home. As he walked the familiar streets, John felt a sense of peace settle over him, knowing that no matter where life took him, Moonfleet would always be his anchor, his refuge in a world of constant change. And as he watched the sun set over the tranquil waters of the bay, John knew that he had finally found his true home, a place where his heart would always belong, the village of Moonfleet, where adventure awaited just beyond the horizon. In returning to Moonfleet, John found a newfound appreciation for the simple joys of life in the village. He relished in the familiar sights and sounds, the salty tang of the sea air, the cries of seagulls wheeling overhead, and the comforting embrace of the close-knit community. With each passing day, John immersed himself in the rhythm of village life, lending a hand where needed and sharing tales of his adventures with wide-eyed villagers gathered around the hearth. He reveled in the warmth of friendships old and new, grateful for the bonds that had stood the test of time. But even as he settled back into the familiar routines of life in Moonfleet, John's adventurous spirit continued to burn bright. He found himself drawn once more to the rugged cliffs and rocky shores, eager to explore the hidden nooks and crannies that had captivated his imagination as a boy. Together with his friends and fellow villagers, John embarked on new adventures, uncovering hidden treasures and unraveling long-forgotten mysteries. They delved into ancient ruins, deciphered cryptic clues, and braved perilous storms, their indomitable spirit carrying them through even the darkest of times. Yet amidst the excitement of their adventures, John never lost sight of the lessons he had learned along the way. He remained ever mindful of the fragility of peace and the importance of standing together in the face of adversity. And so, as the years went by, John became not just a hero, but a legend in Moonfleet, a living embodiment of the village's indomitable spirit and unwavering resolve. And though his hair may have grayed and his footsteps may have slowed, his adventurous heart remained forever young, ready to embrace whatever new challenges awaited just beyond the horizon. As seasons cycled and years flowed on, John became a revered elder in Moonfleet, his tales of adventure and wisdom sought after by villagers of all ages. He found joy in passing on the knowledge he had gained from his travels, inspiring the next generation to embrace curiosity and courage. But even as the village flourished under his guidance, John knew that the world beyond Moonfleet was vast and ever-changing. New challenges emerged, and old threats sometimes resurfaced, reminding him that vigilance was always necessary to protect the peace they cherished. Yet, amidst the ebb and flow of life, there was a sense of enduring tranquility in Moonfleet, a steadfastness born from the bonds of community and the shared history of its inhabitants. Whether facing adversity or celebrating triumphs, the villagers stood united, drawing strength from their collective resilience. And so, as John gazed out over the familiar landscape of Moonfleet, he felt a deep sense of gratitude for the life he had lived and the home he had found. For in the village nestled between the cliffs and the sea, he had discovered not only adventure and excitement but also the true meaning of belonging and friendship. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the tranquil waters of the bay, John smiled, knowing that no matter where his journey had taken him or where it might lead in the future, the village of Moonfleet would always hold a special place in his heart. And as the stars twinkled overhead, he whispered a silent vow to protect and cherish the village and its people for as long as he lived, ensuring that its legacy of courage, kindness, and resilience would endure for generations to come.